Hey everybody, this is FJOJR Francisco here with another Click Venture, the last one of 2018. And this time, I am a giant squid. Can I fight and defeat a boat? Alrighty then, let's go down here. We've got view of the ocean floor. Ah, the ocean. Ah, what a lovely place to be. Ah, you bask in the cool waters of the ocean, spending your whole day saying, ah. Sometimes, when you love being in the ocean so much, you even throw a few extra H's in there and say, ah. You do this, you do this for a few weeks until suddenly a thought occurs to you. What am? For the first time in your life, you contemplate your existence. You look around and notice that, compared to you, everything else is tiny. You begin to feel an overwhelming sense of pride. Of all the things in the ocean, you are the biggest. So we see an image of fishes going by under the sea. Big boy. Yes, you are a giant squid. This is what you look like, and there's an image of a squid. I don't think that's a giant squid, but it is definitely a squid. Am hideous. Am beautiful? Well, that's a pretty good looking squid compared to other squids, so we're going to say am beautiful. You think about what a beautiful squid you are. Pretty squid. No, am beautiful. Let's go down the beauty train with this. Wow, oh wow, you think to yourself. Good squid, handsome squid. Wow. So the choices are, wow, cannot be true, am ugly. Okay, so I'm having some sort of image crisis with myself, but I think I'm going to be very narcissistic here. I'm just going to keep going with wow. You love to be a giant squid. Yes, love. Yeah, all right. Oh, that's it. That's one of the endings. You are a beautiful squid. You never fight a boat. You never even see one. You spend the rest of your squid life relishing in your squid beauty. Regret your sin of vanity. Okay. So we're going to go back. We are back at the checkpoint of, yes, you are a giant squid. This is what you look like. And the choices are, am hideous or am beautiful. So we're just going to go down the hideous train. You're right. You are essentially a hot dog with limp noodles hanging from you. You are horrible to look at. Accept yourself for who you are or lash out. So those are the two choices there. Let's go with our accepting ourselves. Let's stay positive here. You take heart in the fact that, well, you may not be the best looking thing in the ocean. You are certainly the biggest. You gleefully swirl your hideous tentacles around, knowing that true beauty lies within. All the movement creates a minor tsunami, killing 40,000 people in Japan. You feel amazing. Squid time. That's the only choice so far. So now I've killed 40,000 people, accepting myself for who I am. Let's continue. Now that you know what you are, you're ready to do what a giant squid does best. Swim around the ocean looking for things to conk your head on. You want to conk your giant, dumb squid head against everything until your basal ganglia fall out and you die. You can't help it. Such is your nature. The two choices are want to conk, need to conk. Okay, let's go with need. Let's be strong about this. So now we've got a picture of just the sand on the ocean floor. You begin to repeatedly smash your head into the sand at the bottom of the ocean. Yes. You smash your head into the sand some more. God, it's good. Suddenly, a shadow passes over you. So, two choices are keep smashing your head into the sand or look up. If I was enjoying smashing my head and I said that I needed it, I'm going to keep going with it. The pit you're bashing into the sand grows larger and larger, and you hear something deep inside you start to rattle. Smash, 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 you sing to yourself. Smash and conk, conk and smash. To me now it is time for smash. Oh, this is all one entire song. Wow, okay. I'm going to have to prepare myself for this. Smash and conk, conk and smash. To me now, it is time for smash. And also next week, conk squid head on government... on government holiday. No day off for squid of me. Smash supreme. This song has no... This song has no real rhythmic pattern or structure to speak of, but it makes you happy to sing to yourself anyway. Alright, so two choices. Look up or ultra smash. Let's go with the ultra smash. Alrighty then. We've reached another ending. You give your enormous squid head one last smash and fully dislodge your basal ganglia, dying on the spot. The Italian Coast Guard fishes your body out of the sea and turns you into calamari for its Michelin-starred Italian Coast Guard restaurant. It doesn't batter and fry you, so customers are kind of underwhelmed. In a scathing review, a critic writes that your texture leaves something to be desired. Alright, so not only did I smash my head to death, I was served in an Italian restaurant and wasn't even that good. Alright, so I could start over, or let's, and we're gonna go back. Wish really hard that you hadn't smashed your head into the sand so many times to kill yourself. And that's what we're gonna choose. Alrighty, so we're gonna smash our heads, but this time, when we come to the pass, between keep smashing and looking up, we're gonna look up. You look up and see a dark object passing overhead. What is? Alrighty, so we see a silhouette. That's a boat. According to international sea law, there can only be one boat in the ocean at any given time. This is the one and only boat that's in the ocean. Oh, understand. Of course it is a boat. Boat in ocean. Ocean boat. Could only be so. This is a surprisingly articulate squid. Yes. Good squid. Smart squid. Squid learns more of boat. Okay, so we're going to keep going here. You swim up to the boat to get a closer look at the boat. From down below, it looked small, but now that you're closer to the surface... Alright, so we've got 4 dialogue choices here. Oh no. Followed by, oh no. Followed by, oh, Oh, oh no, followed by, oh, opposite of yes. I'm gonna go with opposite of yes. Unfortunately, it's true. This boat is big. It's husky. It's curvy all over. It is, in fact, the one thing in the ocean that's bigger than you. Feelings of inadequacy flood you as you realize that you're tiny little peanuts compared to the boat. Your self esteem plummets. How could you ever take pride in being the biggest? This boat is so much bigger. And it doesn't even seem like it's trying. It's effortless. How does it do that? So we've got 4 dialogue choices here. Dumb, dumb squid. Stupid, dumb squid. Squid with no special qualities to speak of. Ugly, bad squid. Aw, so down on ourselves, but we're gonna go with the third one. You berate yourself for ever thinking you were anything special. Now that you're looking at it, you notice that the boat also has a beautiful wooden carriage. Of course it does. This boat has everything. The boat floats there, continuing to be big, taunting you with its general largeness. Alright, so we've got 2 choices. We could take the high road, or we could be petty. Now, I feel like we'll get to one of the endings if we go take the high road. So we're going to do that. Good boat. Big boat. You compliment the boat. The boat just floats there, ignoring your compliment. So now we've got 2 choices. Be petty or try to impress the boat. Let's be positive here and impress this boat. Okay, so now we've got the image of the squid with a piece of coral reef on top of its head, like some sort of wig. You break off a piece of coral and put it on top of your head, like a fashionable hat. Très chic, you explain to the boat. You swim around below the boat, giving it a view of your fabulous coral hat from all angles. The boat continues to bob on the surface, unimpressed. Suddenly, something falls into the water. It's a craft services table full of finger foods. You hear an uproar coming from above the water as deli meats and sliders rain down all around you. There is no doubt about it. The boat is hosting some sort of lavish Hollywood movie shoot. The boat has upstaged you once again. No one has ever hosted a lavish Hollywood movie shoot on you. Okay, so one choice. Realize how stupid you look. Your gills burn in shame as you rip off your coral hat in disgust. How could half-rate coral ever hope to hold a candle to a checkered plastic tablecloth and cube cheese platter? You'll never impress a boat that big. The boat's engines start up, and it begins to move. You hear the laughter of Hollywood elites as it speeds off toward the horizon, mocking you. 2 choices here. Calmly contemplate your options or let your feelings consume you. Well, we're going to stay positive here. I want to do a positive run before we get to a negative run. So let's contemplate our feelings here. So now we're looking up. The boat has passed by. We see an image of the ocean surface with beams of light raining down into the dark abyss. You try to calm down, but it's to no avail. Emotions are bouncing around inside you like a bunch of air hockey pucks on an air hockey table. You feel them all: anger, fury, madness, bad feelings, the grumblies, and red pain. You feel a few extra ones, too. Hot heat, nausea of the brain. O'Callahan's Folly and the Grumblies Light. I want to find out what O'Callahan's Folly is. All these desperate emotions are too much for your squid body to handle, enormous though it may be. You need to do something to blow off steam. Solve your feelings with therapy or solve your feelings with violence? Okay, now, we're being a rational, nice squid, so we're going to go with therapy before we, once again, I said we're going to do a violent run at some point. Okay, so now there's an image of a therapist showing an ink blot test. All right, and we've reached one ending. Well. You thought you could use therapy to fix your feelings? Newsflash, therapy is expensive. You can't afford therapy. And even if you could, it doesn't work. At all. Well then, that's depressing. Admit that violence is the best way to solve your problems. Well, we're gonna have to go back to that checkpoint then. All right, so we're choosing the violent run as we look up at the ocean's surface and we see the boat hovering over us. You swim after the boat, tentacles curled into tentacle fists. You're going to fight this boat. And what's more, you're going to win. You can feel it in your skeletal support system. Defeating this boat is your destiny. Fight the boat and lose. That's our only option. Well done. You chose to fight the boat and lose. And you accomplished your goal perfectly. As you were swimming after the boat, it occurred to you that your anger was probably misplaced. It wasn't the boat's fault that it was so big and so fast. It couldn't help it. The same way you couldn't help being the second biggest and second fastest. Also, it was going much faster than you. You couldn't keep up with it. But mainly the first thing. To fight a boat like that, hypothetically speaking, you'd probably need a pretty strong motivation. Internalize this information. We're going to keep going. Okay, so now we see the waves as the boat passes through, and we see a bunch of deli meats floating about in the ocean on the surface. You check out the boat's wake, and what do you know? It's absolutely enormous. Just more confirmation that this boat is better than you at everything. Do you hate it, love it, or just want to be it? It's hard to tell. You notice that pages of what look like a script for a lackluster movie sequel have flown off the back of the Hollywood boat, mixing with the deli meat in the water. If only you could read. Okay. Dialogue option. Teach squid to read? Okay, so this squid is gonna try and learn how to read. It would take too much time. Understand or be dramatic? Let's be dramatic. You go belly up, pretending you're not the second largest thing in the ocean, but rather a neglected house fish. You imagine an indulgent life of eating pellets until your owner goes on a 6-day wellness retreat in Tucson and leaves you to slowly starve to death. Wish death. Wish dead, you think to yourself, dramatically. Wish never born. You sigh loudly, hoping to elicit sympathy from a passing pelican. Any life better than this life. You groan. The pelican appears to be unmoved. Take a swim to clear your head. Okay. You swim through the ocean, trying to move on from the whole boat incident. Keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Oh, God. Oh, what the hell? What is that thing? What is that? Is that like a beluga whale? It looks like a beluga whale. That thing is okay. So dot 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 is our dialogue, our only dialogue. One time, I went above water and got stuck. Well, okay, wait. So this thing is talking. So let me change the voice. One time, I went above water and got stung by 1,000,000 bees. The creature says. Makes sense. Keep swimming. Okay, so now, what? Oh, it looks like some sort of ray, like a fish, like a ray fish. Okay, dot 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 dot. Glib glob. Let's try and communicate with this thing. Glurp, glurp. Keep swimming. Okay, so now we see a sea turtle. Howdy. Oh God, it's some turtle. He looks like the kind of guy to really talk your ear off about all his lame hobbies. Pretend you don't see him or say hi. Okay, this thing has taken a turn. Okay, so we're gonna say hi to this turtle. Oh gosh, I have to do this voice. You open your squid beak to say hi, and a loud screech emerges. Eee! You bellow, sending a high-pitched sound all the way to Japan. Again, with Japan. Rendering anyone on the beach who... rendering anyone on the beach who was still alive completely deaf. R.I.P. headphone users. Hey there! Want to hear about my many fascinating hobbies? The turtle asks. No. You open your squid beak to say no, and oh God, and he met a second high pitched eee, deafening any living person in Japan who had just arrived at the beach in the past 30 seconds. The turtle interprets this as an unequivocal yes. Be forced to listen to the turtle. This is one of my favorite things to collect, the turtle says. I love it because it has 6 holes, which reminds me of the 6 ways that turtles have sex. Shell on, shell off, shell to the side, in public, underwater, and threesome. Look for something to conk your head against out of sheer boredom. All right. Okay, now now we've got some plastic soda can holders. The ones that you're supposed to snip off so that fish and turtles and all types of sea life don't die. You frantically search the ocean for something to conk your head against. You see a North Korean missile floating by and an oil rig doing some deep sea drilling. Okay. Of course, sometimes I encounter a plastic loop that has been cut through each hole, and then I can't grab onto it, and that makes me sad. The turtle drones on. Conk your head on the missile or conk your head on the oil rig? Okay, so both of these are going to cause massive environmental damage. I'm kind of tempted to see what happens if I hit the missile. So we're going to do that. Oh boy, it has a nuclear symbol on it. You conk your head on the North Korean missile and hear a tinny speaker deep inside the missile activate. Mount Rushmore is overrated. says a voice in Korean, which you just now realize you understand perfectly. The missile floats innocuously away. I think I've just started nuclear war. If I could invent a new way for turtles to have sex, it would be while smoking a cigarette. The turtle says, "They don't let me invent those kinds of things, but if they did, that's what I would invent. I just thought you should know." Oh, okay. So the missile is headed for Mount Rushmore. So now all I can do is conk my head on the oil rig. Oh boy. Oh no. We see a turtle covered in oil. The oil rig immediately explodes, cascading the annoying sea turtle in sticky black oil. "I seem to be dying from sludge now," says the turtle. "I only got to do 2 of the ways turtles have sex, but that's pretty good, considering that there are only 6 in total." That worked incredibly well. You are free from the annoying turtle. Swim up or swim down. Okay, so we've got 2 choices here. We're gonna swim down. I'm gonna head on down deep, because if we swim up, we're gonna be all up in that oil. You swim down, down, down. Down, down, down. Down some more. Okay, so we've got 2 choices here. Down I go, or Squid goes downtown. Hold on, let's see what that does. Okay, so we keep going down the ocean. Okay, we've got an image of what looks like a person back there, but it seems to be an ocean cave. Getting pretty dark now. Spooky! Okay, so a voice echoes out from the distance. It's a submarine, which is like a boat, but different, legally speaking. "Hello," the submarine voice says. Swim up to get a closer look. Swim up to get a closer look. Casually. Let's go normal. Is oh boy. All right, so we're looking at the window of this submarine, and it seems to be acclaimed director James Cameron. "Well, hello there, giant squid. I'm TV's James Cameron." I don't know what James Cameron sounds like. It says TV's James Cameron. "I'm in the Mariana Trench right now because this is where I go when I'm feeling happy. You see, I love the new movie I'm filming, Titanic 2. Titanic in Japan." Okay. "I've got a great cast and a great crew, but most of all, I have an amazing and talented boat that's the star of my production." Oh, okay, we're coming around full circle here. The movie wouldn't be possible without the boat, which is why I love the boat oh so much. It's just great. Things sure are looking up for James Cameron. Fall in love with James Cameron. That's the only choice we have, and it's probably the only choice we should have. You fall head over tentacles in love with James Cameron, Hollywood's hottest and most eligible divorcee. Love. Okay, we've got 2 dialogue options. Love Jame. Squid and Jame forever. Let's go with the second one. All right. Okay, and I love the boat. James Cameron's submarine takes a nosedive and disappears even deeper into the trench. He's so dreamy. Maybe if you can think of a way to get the boat out of the picture, then he would focus all his attention on you instead. Acquire motivation. Whoa, so now we see a sunken shipwreck. You begin to explore the ocean, looking for a way to sink the boat and win over James Cameron's heart for good. Suddenly, you happen upon an underwater shipwreck. Boat dead! Squid win! James love Squid now! Okay. Not exactly. This is a different boat. It belonged to pirates, but the pirates wanted to test out their cannons without hitting anything, so they fired them straight up, and then the cannonballs fell down and punctured a bunch of holes in the ship, and it immediately sank. Okay, frowny face. Okay, frowny face, that's our only option. Freeze, punk! Comes a voice from behind you. Freeze? Or, dialogue choice, not punk, Squid! I feel like I'm a very naive Squid. No, not you, says the voice annoyed. The boat. You turn around and see a scuba diver armed with an assault weapon. My name's Agent Mark Baxter, and I'm a member of the International Sea Police. This boat is under arrest for not having the proper permits to be in the ocean. Seems like the International Sea Police take this whole permit thing very seriously. By the way, very cool that you're a giant squid. I've got a lot of friends who are giant squids, and they're some of the greatest ocean dwellers I know. One fact about giant squids is that a giant squid's eye is the size of a volleyball. Be impressed by the amount of squid friends this agent seems to have, or wonder what volleyball is. I feel like I'm so naive that I would just be thinking about volleyball. Maybe it's this thing, as we see a picture of a human brain. Resolve to ask again if the opportunity presents itself. Okay, so keep in mind, we have to ask about what the heck volleyball is. I don't think I'll have time to do a different run. I'm already like half an hour deep into this story, and I'm very much enjoying it. Freeze! Again, punk! A second agent says, swimming up to the boat. Oh hey! A giant squid! Look how big its eyeballs are! Wow. This guy is a lot. Also, it's like, obviously? Big eyes are kind of part and parcel of the whole being a giant squid thing, so maybe take it down a notch? Yes, its eyes are the size of a volleyball, to be exact, says the first, better, diver. Okay, so we're back here with the dialogue choice of volleyball and the other choice of don't ask about volleyball. So let's ask about volleyball. Okay. A volleyball is the ball used to play the sport of volleyball, which is a game enjoyed by humans, primarily above ground. Understand volleyball. Okay, so now we've got an image of a female volleyball player in action. Knowledge of volleyball floods your basal ganglia. You understand that people like to be on dry land while clothed in swimming outfits as they smash your eyeball back and forth to each other across the single greatest weapon in the world, a net. You know so much about volleyball that there's no room left in your brain to know about anything else, and you forget where you are. You forget what you are. You forget that the divers are there. You still remember that whole incident with the boat. Pretty neat, huh? The first agent says, get spooked? You wave your mighty tentacles, terrifying the agents. They shoot upwards. Oh no, we have the bends. You hear them cry as they hurtle toward the surface of the water at a medically inadvisable speed. That gives you an idea. Torpedo upwards, torpedo upwards but at an angle. Let's just go straight up. You swim down to the bottom of the ocean floor. Then use your tentacles to torpedo yourself upwards, blasting past the bends riddled agents. You fly up and out of the water, and as we see a squid in air, like he's in the sky. Okay, so we have two choices. We can look around and we can look down. We're gonna look around. You look around you and see an airplane is confessing love. Okay, let's keep looking around. Aw, that's pretty nice as we see two hearts being made in the air by an airplane. Two interlocking hearts in the sky. Okay, we're going to keep looking around. Okay, and now it's the word God written in the sky. Whoa, okay there. Didn't expect the plane to get religious, but that's cool. Keep looking around. How long am I going to be in the air? Okay, now it says Jesus in the sky. All right. Looks like the plane's really committing here. So I want to keep looking around. Alrighty. So now we see it says marry me in the sky. So the plane wants to marry God and Jesus. Seems like kind of a personal moment. Better look away. So we're going to look down this time. Okay, and all we see is the ocean below us. You look down and see the ocean far below you. Realize you're not standing on anything. Yeah, we've been in the air for quite a while now. You plummet back down into the water, smacking up all your tentacles real bad as we see a big giant splash in the water. Torpedo straight upwards again, or torpedo upwards at an angle this time. So let's try an angle. So we're at an angle now. We see the image of the squid in the sky, but at a different angle. You swim down to the bottom of the ocean floor, then use your tentacles to torpedo yourself upwards at an angle, blasting past the agents who are positively overcome with the bends. You shoot up and out of the water, sailing in a graceful arc over the ocean below. Okay, so kind of like a Splatoon, right? Kind of like an inkling in Splatoon. So I could do a flip or I could just keep flying. You know what? Let's have some fun. Okay, you execute a flawless flip. Hell yeah. Do another flip. Be content with one perfect flip. Let's keep going. Let's try our luck. You do a second flip. Even better than the first. Awesome. Quit while you're ahead or go for the combo. Oh boy. Let's do it. Combo. You pushed your luck by doing one flip too many, and God struck you down for your hubris. Let this be a lesson in temperance. So we've reached another ending. This time, God has smelt thee, or us, or I. And okay, so I will regret my arrogance. I am sorry. All right, so we'll do a flip this time. But we're going to be perfectly content with one perfect flip. All right, so now the squid is flying in the air across a Japanese flag. You fly humbly through the air, crash landing on a beach filled with dead people. You notice that everyone on the beach who is alive seems to be incredibly deaf. You are in Japan now. That's right. I deafened many Japanese people, and before that, I created a tsunami that killed about 40,000 people in Japan. So I will just be in Japan now. You are in Japan in a major way. No one could argue that you're not in Japan right now. Hey, while you're here, you should try to find something to help you sink the boat. The apple of your beloved James Cameron's eye. So we see an image of Mount Fuji and some cherry blossoms. Continue being in Japan with this mission in mind. As we see some traditional Japanese temples in the background. Yep, it doesn't get much more being in Japan than it does right here. So I was still in Japan. Uh, okay, so now there's a pink construction hard hat. Wow! It's the fabled Japanese helmet of promise. This is an enormous helmet that adds plus 10 attack and plus 5 dexterity to anyone who's wearing it. So this became an RPG. It was made when two scientists in Japan got bored of creating robots who could beat humans at chess and decided to make a robot who could beat humans at making large helmets. This is the helmet the robot came up with. The largest helmet known to man. Acquire the helmet. Okay, so now we see some, I guess, bamboo shoots across a path. You add the helmet to your inventory and head through a bamboo... How am I still alive? Head through a bamboo forest as you make your way back to the ocean. Wow, what a realistic and scenic trip to Japan this has been. Just like you always imagined it would be. So I shall head back into the Japanese Ocean. Oh, is that Aaron Paul? Okay. Howdy, this man says. He's totally blocking the ocean. Shit. Me? Well, I just moved to Japan. Yeah, I got the whole idea for it after watching this amazing movie called Spirited Away. Have you ever heard of it? It's pretty far out. Anyway, I'm super into Japanese culture now in a way that's totally normal and not weird. Also, I'm I'm deaf on account of being on the ocean when something incredibly loud and bad sounding happened about 20 minutes ago. Okay, ... is my only dialogue. Yep, just your average guy moving to Japan for reasons that I'm not going to explain, but you can just trust are the reasons that anyone else would move here. Definitely not because of gross, weird ideas I have about women or anything. Well, I'm going to practice my swinging my 6 mid-price katanas around. Talk to you later. Bye. Kill him and leave. Well, you know what? I'm gonna get a little murderous here. I'm gonna kill him. What do you want to say when you're killing him? Au revoir, Dumbo. Sayonara, cowboy. Eat meat, Mr. Clean. Eee! Well, he's deaf, so does it really matter what I say to him? So I'm just gonna go au revoir, Dumbo. You sound incredibly badass as you kill him and shuffle back into the ocean. You inhale a deep breath of water. Ah, it feels good to be back in the ocean again. Ah. You bask in the cool waters of the ocean once more. A shadow passes over you once again, and it looks like the silhouette of the same boat. It is boat? It is. Okay, I got two dialogues here. Go time. Time to shine. Okay, let's go with go time. Oh, it's James Cameron. You size the boat up, looking for its weak points and find none. Ugh, it's still so perfect. Suddenly you hear a familiar voice. Hello! Oh my OMG. It's James Cameron again. Wow, he's so swoon-worthy. How go, Jame? Jame, hello. Squid plus you forever now, please. I feel like I'd be so upfront about it at this point because I was so upfront about it before. Alright, so now James Cameron is standing next to a giant squid on the ocean floor with no oxygen mask or tank or scuba gear. He's actually in a suit. Oh, giant squid. It's... I forgot his voice. TV's James Cameron. Isn't doing so well right now. TV's James Cameron says. You see, my current movie, Titanic 2, Titanic in Japan, has run into a sort of production snafu. My special effects crew is entirely out of commission, due to them all getting killed by a tsunami or deafened by by a loud squid shriek while on location in Japan. Now I don't know how I'm going to achieve my ultimate effect, which is, of course, getting the Titanic 2 to sink, just like the Titanic 1 did in my film, Titanic 1, Titanic in the Middle of the Atlantic. I'm doomed! Boat, boat, boat is all you hear James Cameron say as he drones on, dreamily. He just can't stop talking about the boat, can he? You can hardly blame him. The boat is pretty special looking, even from here. Fly into a jealous rage or check our inventory. That's right! You have one large helmet. Equip the helmet. You begin to conk your head against the boat in a jealous rage. Conk, conk, conk goes your helmeted head against the boat's exterior. It seems like it's working. Debris is starting to fall from the boat into the water around you. But you can also feel your basal ganglia begin to get worn out from all the conking. The scientific basis for this is that even football players can still get CTE while wearing helmets. That is true. Explore the debris or ultra conk. We gotta do it. We gotta do it for James. You send one last conk in the boat's direction, and it works. The boat gives a shudder and starts to sink. You also give a less epic shudder and start to sink in not as cool of a way. Your basal ganglia have been pushed past the point of no return, and your quest to kill the boat has also ended in you accidentally conking yourself to death. James Cameron quickly forgets about you and moves on to something more alive, as we see a squid falling into the ocean floor. Okay, we got an oops here, so let's go back and calm down. So now we're back to James Cameron and I on the ocean floor. He's talking to me. So if I fly into a jealous rage, what would happen? You begin to... Okay, I reached another ending. You begin to conk your head against the boat in a jealous rage, trying to sink it so that you might be the sole object of James Cameron's affections. Conk, conk, conk goes your head against the boat's exterior, but the boat is too strong, and your helmetless head far too soft. Your basal ganglia fall right out of your head due to all the conking, and you die on the spot, never winning James Cameron's love. Or even his lust. Okay, so that's another oopsie. So let's go back. All right, so we'll check our inventory. We will equip the helmet, and instead of ultra conk, we shall explore the debris. All right, so now there's just a bunch of debris. There's like a garbage boat next to I guess a giant boat. I don't know. A person, a veggie platter, and a piece of paper all float in the water. All right, so we've got 3 choices now. Explore the person, explore the veggie platter, or explore the paper. Let's go with the person. I feel like that'd be the most interesting. It's Elle Fanning, the star of Titanic 2, Titanic in Japan. Bit of a controversial casting choice. Hollywood should probably not have whitewashed Titanic 2. Explore something else. Okay. So let's look at that veggie platter. Looks actually pristine. It's got a lot of cauliflower left. No one ever likes the cauliflower. All right, explore something else, and I guess we'll look at the paper to round things out. And it's a contract. It's a pretty official looking piece of paper. If only you could read. Wait, didn't I learn how to, or what? That's right. So 2 choices here. Teach Squid to read. Teach Squid to read, please. So let's be nice about it. Okay, but quickly. understand reading. There seems to be some sort of human android or thing knowledge. His left hand on his temple. Knowledge of how to read floods your basal ganglia. You know it all. Letters, words, syntax, the difference between a comma and a semicolon. You master every single written language. Good job, Squid. All right. Read the piece of paper in front of you. All right, so let's read it. This contract between the International Sea Council (ISC) and the Titanic II boat hereby permits boat to be in the ocean insofar as this contract is present in undoctored form. So I have three choices here: destroy the permit, eat the permit, or squirt ink all over the permit, rendering it illegible. I think a squid. It looks like it hasn't even been signed. Maybe it's been signed. I don't know. Doesn't look like it. So they're still kind of technically not under contract. It might be an implied contract, but let's just squirt ink all over it. Freeze, large punk. Comes a voice from behind you. It's the International Sea Police. Recovered from the bends. We recently recovered from the bends, and we're definitely not in the mood for any law-breaking boats. So please, produce your boat permit, and we'll be on our way. Oh, that's the second guy. We recently recovered from the... Oh, you know what? Forget it. Says the second agent, whose name you never caught. The Titanic II does not produce a boat permit. Uh-oh, is our only choice. Oh, boy. What is that? Oh, no. That's right. I sent a nuclear missile to America from North Korea. The agents open fire. Or maybe it's the agents. Open fire, launching heat-seeking underwater missile after heat-seeking underwater missile at the boat. Already weakened by your conchs, it sinks. And that's a wrap on Titanic 2, Titanic in Japan, shouts James Cameron jubilantly, signaling for the underwater cameraman to cut. I got the perfect shot to end my movie, and it was all thanks to you, giant squid. You're the best, and not to mention, pretty cute as well. Squid saves the day. Go, Squid, go. Victory plus love for the squid. We're going to go with the last one. All right, so back on the ocean floor with James Cameron. Hey, giant squid, would you maybe want to be my date to the red carpet premiere of Titanic 2, which is premiering on the same day as Avatar 2, Avatar 3, Avatar 4, and my biopic, James Cameron, A Life of Being Married, and then not, but still looking for love, and hopeful that it may be just around the corner? Asked James Cameron bashfully. They're all premiering on the same day because I decided that would be convenient. Enjoy your new life of Hollywood glitz and glamour. Alright, you did it! You sank the boat, won James Cameron's heart, got a producing credit on Titanic 2, and even learned to read along the way. You are officially the biggest thing in the ocean. And once you marry James Cameron, you'll also be the most married thing in the ocean. Congratulations. Aww. That's it. So, Giant Squid is now married to James Cameron. We got the happy ending after all. That's it, folks. FJOGR. You can like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you're feeling generous, you can donate to the Sports Goofs Patreon so we can give you some nice, good sports news and comedy skits. Take care, everyone, and treat your squid right.